Okay, as we just get into game now. So, spawning in the top right hand position as the red Terran, it is Zetox.
And spawning at the bottom left, we're gonna have the blue Terran player, Machin. So it's gotta be a TVT matchup.
Yep, so it's going to be good. It is a round one game. It is the second of the round one games we are streaming. So, what are you expecting to see there, Minion, against TVT?
Well, TVT is one of the matchups that I think, I'm gonna be honest, I just don't really like casting TVT. I like seeing them, but TVTs, they're just like 100% positioning, 100% reacting to your opponent, and always getting drops, getting those marines out, getting those siege tanks out, getting positioning, getting trying to attack, getting those units unsieged, getting them sieged again, having scans, using those Vikings. It's really hard. Like, I think if you're playing as a Terran, it is really hard to just always think about, okay, I've got to get my Vikings out, I got to get enough siege tanks out, and I got to get those upgrades out, and blah blah blah. It just keeps on going. But I like seeing them. They're really fun.
Yeah, they are. Like, a lot of it's really getting your engagements right, and when you see the engagements come right, then they are some hell of a good action. As we do see, Zetox going for his gas, and then into his barracks. So are we going to see some Reaper harassment?
Reapers. Like, every time when somebody says, "Are we going to see some Reaper harassment?" I always think of StarCraft 2 beta. Like, if on whatever map, it was always like TVT. In every matchup, it was just Reaper play. Like, for some reason, people just stopped doing that, and I kind of like it when people do Reaper play. Like, it is fun, and you're gonna know your opponent really hard.
Yeah, I think it is because gas first before racks, and you see the tech lab. Oh no, he's going straight into marine, so it's a bit unusual. He's got a lot of gas saved up. Ah, it's factory, so probably Banshee's son.
He could go for a 1-1-1 build.
Yeah. Normally, when they go gas first before racks, it's either Reaper play or they are trying to get into early tech. And that's what I like to see.
We are seeing at Zetox, we are going to see a reactor, so we're maybe even going to see a little switcheroo on the factory and a rack to get some of those Hellions out, and maybe after that we're going to see a starport, but, well, he just stopped getting gas just only for the factory, so I think he's just going to get Marines out and getting some of those Hellions out, maybe. I'm just guessing it could be something else. But, well, Machin, he's going to be the player, and he is going to get a command center first, so he wants to be ahead.
3 racks as well he will have, so he still hasn't took any gas, so he's not going for any reactors at the moment, as we do see 2 gases taken out, so he's probably going to go to heavy upgrades, and he definitely wants to get reactors and a tech lab going. Early game, you do want to get stim as early as possible, definitely against anyone you want to go with, but definitely against another Terran. Stem and combat shield. If the other person doesn't have, it can really work in your favor.
Yeah, 2 of those Hellions are already going on the map. Gotta check those Zelnag out. I'm going to look at the factory. More of those Hellions are on the way at this point. Gas is getting taken out of the refinery. Maybe a second one is going to be on the way in a moment. But he's going to try to do some damage with those Hellions. Versus 3 Marines.
5 Marines.
4 Marines. Well, it could work. With some micro, it would really work. Versus 2 Marines, that's going to be a free Marine almost. Yeah, that's going to be a free Marine.
Nice little play, like, the one was getting battered, so he pulled it behind. It's really good to see players actually doing that, as we do see 2 more coming across the field. So 2 against 5 Marines. Yeah, 1 shot.
Yeah, like, he's going to do a lot of damage. The only thing that Machin can do is try to get those SCVs out and do damage, well, with those Marines. And I like what he's doing. He's always just getting those Hellions who are in red to the back. So they're not getting attacked by the Marines. Like, he's trying to save as much, well, Hellions as he can. I'm going to check how many units already died. 4 SCVs already died, and 11 units in total. So those Hellions, good job. Thumbs up. They're doing an amazing job with those.
They are doing a really good job. As I just turn the in-game sound down because it is a bit loud, so I don't want it. There, that's better.
So Marines are coming down, and he's got to put the Marauder at front to just take damage. But he should start attacking Marines and not an orbital command, because a building doesn't really take a lot of damage of Hellions. Yeah.
But
even though they say kill it with fire.
Yeah, it's true. But we do see Zetox got his second behind all of this aggression. He's done nice aggression, but I don't know. He's got 6. I think them 6 can still do a lot of damage. But he stopped the mining on the second base of Machin. Now he's just getting it back droned up. Why? It's a bit weird that we don't see a transfer from the first base, because his first base is heavily saturated. He's got 2 pages.
Yeah, it's really saturated. Start just moving out some units. He's gonna get the Marauder. Maybe should take the Hellion at the back. Perfect micro. And looking back at Zetox's base, he's getting siege tanks out. Still has those starports that can make medevacs with the reactor on it. Getting some extra Raxes out. He is doing a very good job.
Yeah, see his production tab. He has got stem about halfway finished now. Yeah, he's going for... Nice to see that he's actually going siege tank and he wants to get Marines out. So these Hellions are doing enough harassment, as we do see. Yeah, he's killed 6 workers and 14 units to his... had one of his SCVs killed and 3 units. So it's good play by Zetox at the moment.
Yeah, but still, I'm kind of sad that Zetox is not using those Hellions. He could rather use those Hellions to check those Al-Nagas. He could maybe even try to get back into base. There are a lot of Marines, so he can maybe try to just roast them up, or just try to get in the mineral line, do as much damage as he can, and maybe even go to the main again. But at this point, the only thing he's doing, he is getting siege tanks. Is he getting the upgrade for it? He's still not getting siege tech mode, and those Raxes, well, they're trying to do as much as they can, just pumping out those Marines at this point. But yeah, well,
nice position with the Hellion, by the way, right at the top, checking if there is going to be a drop. I like to see that. That's good placement by him. He's done the job, and he's put the lowest HP one up there as well, so it doesn't matter if that one dies.
It's like there is always like that little timing in the middle of a TVT that both players are going to be very, very aggressive, and then they're going to be passive. They're just going to make units start getting upgrades out, and then there's normally going to be one of the both players who's going to be like, I'm going to go attack right now. I'm going to go push you and see how much units you have. If you have, well, siege tanks and with siege mode, I'm just going to go back, I'm going to get some more units, and then I'm going to attack you again. And
do see a drop.
I think... Oh, drop? Are we going to see a drop?
Yep.
Nice.
Coming from Zetox. 8 Marines coming down. He has got stem, and by the time that it gets there, attack 1 upgrade should be nearly done. So it's going to do a lot more damage. And
Holy,
that's a lot.
Look at that.
Wow, yeah, but there is a SAM turret. It will get sniped. He's seen that. Good positioning by him. Drops it straight by the middle line. Yeah.
Yep.
See units killed. He's going for that. Did lose his medevac, so he's going to lose his Marines.
But he killed off some SCVs, so he's really going to do a good job. Still, the units of Zetox, they don't have the shield upgrade, if honest. Yeah, they do. Well, I didn't just see it on my screen. That was really weird. But Machin getting those medevacs, he's going to get Marines, 1 attack upgrade. Both players are getting armor upgrades.
Yeah.
And that is a big line of M&M ball. Mate.
Yeah, single file though, that's the only trouble. You do not want to single file your units, as Jay does go on about this, but it is true. Having single file units, yeah, it's not good. You can just pick them off. As he has scouted them, he does move his Hellions back. But siege tech, yeah, nice positioning of the tanks. Both ways.
That's gonna save his butt.
Wow. So
Good position. Very good position. Now Machin is going to try to go from the other side, and Yeah, well, those siege tanks are in an okay spot, but what is he doing with that medevac? Is he gonna put units at the high ground, or
Yeah.
is he gonna try to do another drop?
He's doing that, so he's thinking he's coming around that way to do a drop in his base, so he wanted more units, so he's countering it, and he's good thinking by him. But as we do see, Machine is just moving back. He knows he's not going to get through there. Definitely not with 6 siege tanks now. And they are in really good positioning because they can counter both ways. But wow, sensor tower coming down. Nice position as well. Right in the middle of both bases.
Yeah, that's really good. That is fantastically good just for drops.
Yeah.
And, well, kind of for everything. Like, I think one of the boat players should start to get those medevacs out and just start to do double drops. Like, dropping in the main. But even that sensor tower, that's really going to do a lot. And Zetox, he is going to go for a third base, same as his opponent. And there is a scan again, so, well, Zetox is going to know, okay, my opponent is going to go for a third. Well, I'm getting my third too. We're both in a good shape. It's got to be all okay. And this is something that I personally like and don't like. Some of those TVTs are so passive, and some are aggressive as hell.
Yeah, that is true. But I must say, from games, we don't see many Terrans using these sensor towers, but it can really save their lives. Because that one can near enough check for drops. But as well, it shows what side the units are coming, and it gives him a bit of time to move his units to save the base. So it's really good positioning by Zetox with that. Right in the middle, guarding both ramps.
Well, and both players are getting the same upgrades. They're getting 2 attack upgrade, 2 armor upgrade, and they are getting 1 vehicle upgrade. I'm going to check at our blue player Machine. Does he already have? Yes, he's gonna get siege tanks, and he is even getting those siege tanks out at this
Alien
point.
drop in the base.
Wow. Well, using those aliens, man.
Yep. He knew he had to use them some way, and it's good timing with the drop as well. As we do see, he saves 1. But wow, 22 workers killed in total now by Zetox, and he just drops it in, and he just drops it back in the third to get a few extra kills. Wow.
Perfect
Single
positioning.
file.
He's really gonna do a lot of damage.
25.
I think the only reason why he's doing this is just annoying his opponent. He's just trying to get those Hellions out of his own unit composition because he doesn't really need that anymore.
But look at
And
his push.
he does a little bit of damage with it.
Push coming up.
And we're gonna
now.
see a push.
Wow. Look how many siege tanks there are.
Oh,
9
yeah.
siege tanks. Wow. That command center is just going to go down.
But it's gonna be a base rate scenario, man. Machin is gonna go for the 4th base 2 of Zetox, so, well, is Zetox gonna go back to defend his base, or is Machin gonna do that?
But no, look, he's got 2 siege tanks there for defense. He's got a few marines. Look at that push now, back at his base.
Yeah, those siege tanks are still doing a good job with killing a lot of units.
Damage.
And is Machin just gonna go back? Yeah, he's gonna go back.
11 kills.
Even with those 2 siege tanks, wow.
Them siege tanks did 21 kills together. As we do see the engagement, Zetox is now just pushing up, and wow. As we do see, siege up.
Oh.
Wow. Nice siege position.
He's gonna kill a lot. He's gonna
cleared it
all the units are dead.
Wow. Them siege tanks, really. GG, well played.